Hello everybody and welcome to Get Set Ma. As always, please do remember to click on that red subscribe link you see below this video and do turn on notifications so you never miss anything from us. A breastfeeding diet or a diet after delivery is recommended immediately after you give birth to your child. This diet helps with postpartum recovery and supports lactation. And this diet can be followed after a normal or a C-section delivery unless your doctor has put some restrictions on what you can eat. One thing you need to keep in mind before we go further into this episode is that as a new mother, you need to have faith in yourself that you are capable of breastfeeding your child. This belief is necessary along with a stress-free environment and eating a good diet as well. Now coming back to the immediate topic at hand, in this episode we are going to be talking about 1. Why is a good diet during breastfeeding important? Number 2. We should also discuss the 40-day confinement period and the traditional diet wisdom followed in India during this period after you deliver your child. Number 3, we shall also tell you about common foods to include in a typical diet chart of a new nursing mother. And fourthly, the changes in your diet that take place once baby's breastfeeds reduce when they start semi-solids post the age of 6 months. Now, a good breastfeeding diet should be wholesome and nutritious as it serves some very important functions. It helps in recovering from pregnancy and childbirth. It also provides strength to you to take care of your newborn child and usually includes lactation boosting foods that aid in breastfeeding your child as well. In India, for instance, there are a variety of snacks, meals traditionally eaten after delivery, and there's a good reason for including these in your diet, which we shall discuss as we move along in this episode. So why is a diet after delivery important? Or why should you go for a breastfeeding diet? Some of the important reasons for this are, your post-delivery diet should support lactation. So when required, it can include foods traditionally believed to boost lactation, and the diet also needs to provide enough energy to sustain lactation. Breastfeeding consumes a lot of calories, and usually lactating mothers feel an increase in their hunger levels, especially in the first 1 to 4 months after baby is born. This is normal, and you just need to ensure your diet has healthy and nutritious food like dry fruits, whole grains, legumes, ghee, etc. Nutritionists will also advise you to eat healthy and nourishing food and stay away from junk food and empty calories. When you breastfeed a child, your body needs adequate calcium. During pregnancy, your body's requirement for calcium is high, and sometimes you can experience calcium loss as well. If your diet or the supplements you are taking do not provide enough calcium post-delivery, your body will start leaching it from your bones and teeth, and that will just make you weak and prone to diseases. You also need sufficient iron in your body while breastfeeding to combat blood loss that happens during childbirth and also to avoid anemia. And iron is also necessary to maintain good lactation. Number 4, the food you eat should be easy on the tummy. Post-childbirth, your gut is a little weaker and needs some time to recover. Many mothers are prone to bloating and gassiness post-delivery. Hence, your diet post-delivery should be easy to digest and it should help controlling acidity and bloating. Number 5, include lots of fluids to keep yourself well hydrated. This is especially required if you are breastfeeding. To maintain a good milk supply, you need to hydrate well. Pregnancy and childbirth take a toll on your body. There are many hormonal changes, physical changes that your body needs to cope with. Your diet after delivery needs to include wholesome foods that provide sustenance for your recovering body, promote hormonal resetting, and provide you enough energy to take care of your child. In India, traditionally a 40-day confinement period for the mother after delivery was followed and still followed by many. That basically means that the mother stays home with baby and takes that time to recuperate from childbirth because it is a physically and emotionally exhausting experience. And also because you are still recovering and the baby's immune system is fragile, this period is also a way to avoid infections and germs that may be prevalent outside the home. Traditionally, this used to be followed very strictly, but now not so much. So people do step out to meet friends or go for a stroll, but it's advisable to take this time to help your body recover, your mind to adjust to the new situation, and also focus on caring for your baby. This period is also marked by eating food which helps with recovery and lactation. This food is rich in nutrition and easy on the tummy and differs based on the region you're from. So in these first 40 days, there are a few foods that will make their way into your diet. Also an advice of your mother, which actually makes a lot of sense. So for instance, Rohini and I were both consuming ajwain water. Ajwain water is excellent to keep bloating and gas away, and all new moms will tell you that both issues are very common post-delivery. We were also eating healthy snacks to deal with intermittent hunger pangs. For example, fruits or milk, panjiri, methi ladoo, gond ladoo, all these help to keep our strength up. And we were also drinking lots and lots of water and other fluids to keep ourselves hydrated. So for the first 6 months or so, your diet needs to sustain and promote breastfeeding and help you recover. Also, as a new nursing mother, you are burning a lot of calories while breastfeeding, so you will feel hungry. But the trick is to eat the right food and the right amount of it. So definitely satiate your appetite and be careful, but don't be watching every little thing that you're eating. So what should a typical diet chart of a new nursing mother contain? So start your day with a fresh and healthy breakfast. In India, many new mothers have a kheer or halwa at this time. You can have that, or a fresh fruit, or any healthy hot breakfast of your choice like poha, upma, dosa, or an omelette. Ensure you are eating your regular food like dal, sabzi, roti, rice, eggs, chicken, soups. Eat seasonal sabzis that are easy to digest like lokki, tinda, bhindi, etc. Include jawar or bajra roti if you like, as they are rich in nutrients and light. Include curd, paneer, green veggies in your meals, as they are good to meet calcium requirements. And you can even include some chutney or powder, which is a rich source of calcium, iron. Example, flaxseed chutney, moringa leaves chutney, etc. They are traditionally recommended as post-pregnancy accompaniments. Try to have a soup as a starter to your main meal. You can pick from a vegetable soup or a chicken soup as per your liking. Soups also help maintain hydration levels. And what about the all-important mid-meal snacks? Now for this you can have milk, fresh fruits, panjiri, gond ladoo, methi ladoo, ragi kheer, halwa, dry fruits. These are all good for strengthening the body, lactation, and as a quick source of energy. And you can even have them as midnight snacks while breastfeeding at odd hours in the night, because we often feel hungry then. For instance, my favorite midnight snack was these besan laddus that my Masi had made for me and sent, and I would eat one and that was good enough for me. Rohini would eat a handful of dry fruits or methi or gond laddus at night if she felt hungry while she was breastfeeding. So don't overdo it with them, but just remember to treat them as a snack and not a meal. Do remember that whatever snack or meal options you choose, opt for nutrition-dense food and not just high-calorie food. Breastfeeding burns calories, and hence new mothers often find themselves ravenously hungry every few hours. If you opt for healthy and nutrition-dense food, you can still satiate your hunger without piling on the weight, which is common post-delivery. So example, a laddu made with ghee is fine as long as the ghee is for binding and not too much ghee is in the laddu. Also avoid food loaded with white sugar. So keep your halwas, laddus less sugary or use jaggery instead, and avoid decadent pastries or chocolates as a regular snack, but now and then go ahead. Remember to include ajwain water in your diet, as it helps any digestive issues like gas or bloating, and a lot of mothers have observed that having it regularly also helps keep colic at bay in their babies. Methi seeds are traditionally believed to promote lactation, and a simple way to include them in your diet is how Rohini's mother would do it. She would soak them overnight and add them in a tadka or sabzis that Rohini was eating. You may be advised to take Ayurvedic supplements to boost lactation and help with recovery as well. Shatavari is highly popular for boosting lactation. Rohini had Shatavari and also had Dashmula Rishta for the first 3 months. This is a very popular Ayurvedic supplement traditionally taken by many moms for recovery from childbirth and was highly recommended in Rohini's prenatal class. But before taking any of these supplements or any other supplements, please do discuss them with your doctor and follow your doctor's advice. So for instance, on advice of our doctors, Rohini and I continued with our iron and calcium supplements, which we were on during our pregnancy as well. Now, depending on the hunger and thirst cues of your body, you can manage this diet, as when breastfeeding gets established, meaning your milk supply gets established, your appetite may reduce. You could probably go ahead and reduce the lactation boosting additives from your diet, and if you want, you can start eating out every now and then as well. Do remember one very important thing. The best way to ensure your child gets enough milk is to feed on demand. That means feed as many times as the baby wants, for as long as baby wants, or as short a time as baby wants your milk. A balanced, healthy diet will definitely help with milk supply, but that is not the only way to sustain lactation. As I mentioned earlier, you have to first believe that you have enough milk for your baby, and you also have to remain stress-free and have a balanced and a healthy diet. Now, once your baby turns 6 months old is when semi-solids get introduced and their breast feeds are slowly reduced. This will result in a fall in your appetite because your body begins to slow down milk production and hence consumes less calories as well. By now, your body has also recovered, the hormonal balance has improved, and your need for some additional calories also reduces. So what changes come about in your after-delivery diet now? Your regular food should continue. So the dal, sabzi, rice, roti, salad, milk, curd, chicken, eggs, etc. carry on. You mostly will not need to consume any lactation boosting foods or supplements, but you can have a chat with your doctor about the same. I was advised to continue my iron and calcium supplements through the full first year of breastfeeding Ilham, but you should check with your doctor about this before you do anything. Follow your thirst cues and drink enough water. That's extremely important. And snack on that ladoo if you want, eat some dessert. You can do all that really, but in moderation. A healthy postnatal diet or a diet after delivery really worked for Rohini and me because it helped us in breastfeeding our children. I breastfed Ilham for a year and Rohini planned and managed to breastfeed Anupama for 2 years. It helped us recover while losing the pregnancy weight but staying healthy and fit at the same time and enabled us to take care of our children and ourselves as well. That's all we have for you this time. Please do like our video, share it with your friends and show us some love and click on that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye and take care.